So we're just going to begin by going to Microsoft Teams. It just sits at the bottom of my laptop as an app. And I'm going to start the day by joining a meeting. So I've come to my calendar option and the toolbar on the left-hand side. And this shows me my calendar for the week. So whatever I've got in my Outlook, it pulls between there. If I put a meeting from here, coming to the top, select a new meeting, it goes into my Outlook calendar. The two are synced and exactly the same. So I'm going to come join my daily meeting. If I click that, it brings up a little summary of the meeting. I can see who's in there and what the meeting's about. And when I'm ready to join, I can simply click join on it. Now you get a few options when you go to join the meeting. So you can choose to turn your camera on and off. Do excuse my very fresh face. If you've got the camera on, there's an extra feature that's not available in Skype, and that's turning a blurred background on. So I've got a plain background, so you can't see it as well. But if I'm just to put this document up behind me, we can see, if we turn the shade off, the difference it can make there. So if you're running a case and you've got some sensitive information behind you, that shouldn't be seen in any way. And you can obviously choose to turn off the mic as well. So we're going to go into the meeting, fresh face on a full screen, and I'm going to come to this button here just to share some slides. So I'm going to share this planning slide with my team. I'll have people joining. I've got this chat bar at the side here too, so if anyone's got any questions, they can ask them at the side while I'm running the meeting. And you can see my camera's just been minimized to the bottom panel. So if other people join with their cameras on, they'll be lined up across the bottom here. I can also choose to record the meeting in case anyone's not there. You get this little bar at the top, so everyone knows they're being recorded. So you're never going to be in a meeting that's recorded and you've not realised that's happened. It's quite clear when it's happening. And from there, I can run the meeting as usual. If I need to jump back to another area of Teams, I can just click on the side and it minimises my screen at the top there. When I've finished recording, all I need to do is come to the ellipsis again and click stop recording. And you might have noticed in the chat bar, if we've recorded a few sessions back to back, we can see all the previous week's meetings recordings here. So if I need a bit of a refresher on what we talked about last week, I can just click on this little thumbnail. It links me to where the recording's stored in Microsoft Stream, and I can see myself there. And if I show my chat here, because we record this one each time, at the previous briefing, managed to stop my face in a great position there. You can stop and play and catch up in the recording. You can turn captions on if you've not got any audio, and you can simply read what's going on in your recording. And if you want to open it out in Microsoft Stream, all you need to do is to click this button here and it will open it in web browser form. Now just to show you what happens when you open it out on web browser, just upload it here. So this is what Stream looks like in the browser format. I'll just click on a video to show you what it looks like when you're in there. There we go. So True Blue Peter style, here's one we prepared earlier. So you still get a preview of your video. You can still turn on your closed captions if you want to. But the difference is your transcript is at the side here and fully searchable. So if I put in a key term such as terrorism, for example, we can see all the points
on counter-terrorism and national security matters.
So just jumping back into Teams to close this out, we can see here the meeting that we've just ran. Even though I just stopped it a minute ago, it's already ready to watch, and I can just click on here, say I'm joining on shift a little bit later, just after the meeting's finished. It's ready to go, the one we recorded just a couple of seconds ago. You get this little bar at the top. Perfect. So that's the end of video meetings. We're going to move on next to look at our teams in more detail.